Powerlifting goals for 2019. I'm so very behind.
If you're watching this today, November the 11th, the day that you deployed, thank you very much. I will be competing in my 6th USPA, well, let's see, let me erase that. I will be competing in my 6th powerlifting competition. You can go to openpowerlifting.org and type my name in, and you should be able to find information about all of my meets.
Here they are. You can go look them up for yourself because, hey, anybody can make a screenshot, right? But this is what openpowerlifting.org has for me on my competition records. They're showing my 6 meets. I did 2 in 1 year. This is what I had to decide if I wanted to break a national record. I'm in the Master Women 60 to 64, and they do have preset records for that, for the tested or non-tested. My competition's non-tested, so that's what I've got to do right there. I'm going to have to beat 133 pounds for a squat, not happening. I think that's 83 pounds. It's hard to see for 114 pounds, which I can do that. And deadlift 148, I can easily do that. So I'll be able to set a deadlift record and a total record at the very least, provided I make weight. Am I going to make weight? Okay, how much weight did I gain on vacation? Oh, that's not too bad. I thought it would be about 10 pounds more than that. This is how they classify the weight. So I'm going to have to weigh not over 114.6 pounds to make weight. So I haven't been watching my diet too much, except for maybe the past 3 weeks or so, but I weighing in between 113 and 114, so maybe I'll make it. Look, now I've got 3 new pair of powerlifting shoes. I think I'll use the gray ones for most of my training and then use the purple ones for competition. Those are so pretty, aren't they? I'll probably wear these like out and about a little bit too.
Wish me luck, because I'm going to be in a new age class, age 60 to 64. And basically all I have to do is show up and move the bar, which is not really fair, I guess, to set state records. And I'm going to probably try to go for a national record on the deadlift, if it hasn't been set by then, by pulling 175 pounds.
I'm not too worried about the deadlift. As I said, deadlifts traditionally have been pretty easy for me. I usually warm up starting with 135 pounds, like I show here. I think this was a while back. Some of you guys may have seen this. And deadlifting is just pretty easy for me, so I didn't do that much of it. I do sumos, which means the legs are wide, and I have really long arms, so that's one reason why deadlifting is not difficult for me. As I've said before, squats scare me, so I've always been hesitant to work on those without a spotter. You can deadlift and not have to have anybody hanging out with you or watching for you, anything like that. You can bench by yourself because you don't have to have anybody. No, I'm sorry, you can't. I can't bench by myself and increase in strength. But anyway, there's me pulling 175 pounds, so that went up, so I'm not worried about that.
Honestly, this is the weakest I've ever been going into a powerlifting competition. I just have not been in the gym much. I'm tried to think about my motivation. I think because this was year 15 of my 15-year cancer-free year and last 1,000 days, that I really was focusing on just staying alive instead of being strong. So I just had something going on in my head, and I knew I just had to show up, and I just didn't want to miss a year because I'm all about consistency, persistency. I'm just too fill in the blank, stupid, stubborn, whatever, to give up. So I'll be there. I'm going to show up, but I'm not going to show out. I'm embarrassed to say that the last time I had on this belt was when I competed last year in the 105, so I'm pretty sure I'm about to take it up. I haven't even used it in training. Oh, I'm not going to have to take it up, because it's supposed to be super tight. Yes, it's really tight. But I only have to have it on for a few seconds.
I haven't even worn the new shoes I got from my powerlifting meet. I guess I should wear them to the gym today, huh? Compete in Classic Raw, which means I can wear knee wraps, which I have here. Also haven't had those on since last year's meet. So obviously I'm not preparing to be very strong. I'm just going to show up. I'll be there, God willing. Creek don't rise. But like I said, squats have always scared me a little bit. The most I've ever squatted in my life, I was in the 123-pound weight class, and I squatted 170 something in the gym, and I had spotters, and I was all hyped up, and I was a little angry because they kept pushing me, and they told me out. So I'm going to do the best I can on the squats. It's kind of my point of embarrassment because I see all these other people just squatting so heavy, and I'm not sure if they all break parallel, but I'm trying to do it as a sport, so I'm going to follow the rules and not get hurt. Those are my goals. Show up, place, go home safely. I'm too old to suffer an injury. I videotape because it does help me to see if I break parallel or not. One competition, I thought I was squatting low enough. They told me I was in the gym, but I got white lights for not going low enough. So now I'm just trying to hit that depth and get a good lift in. I posted this screenshot on Facebook, and a couple of powerlifters tell me that I got 3 white lights. What do you think?
Thanks for watching. Remember, it's free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll report back on the results of the powerlifting meet as soon as I can. Thank you. Appreciate your support. Bye.